Archimedes once said that all he needed was a long enough lever and a stable platform to move the earth. Bitcoin, then, is where you should stand. Everyone, hold on a second. If you're looking for a place to get daily cryptocurrency news and analysis, go no further than Bitcoinzilla. Simplicity is key to our mission. Bitcoinzilla provides interesting and simple information. In order to send you insightful email updates, our analysts maintain tabs on breaking news. Make sure you seize this chance. Get in on the cutting edge of Bitcoinzilla with our community of 10,000 subscribers. Get your subscription today. Michael Saylor, executive chairman and co-founder of MicroStrategy, delves into the complexities of Bitcoin, real estate, and the definition of money in today's video. Without further ado, let's watch the video. Are we going to stop adding? Yes, we will continue to include Bitcoin. In a way, it's the same as begging. Oh, you own around 8 blocks of New York City if you were to ask a real estate developer in the heart of the city. Yeah, when you come to a stop, they mention that once you stop, they will purchase the 9th block and then the 10th once they can arrange the necessary funding. In the event that someone asks, when are you planning to sell your New York City assets? New York City is the best place in the world, according to locals. They will thus continue to construct. And when that fails, they'll just build up, won't they? So imagine this. I wanted to acquire another 18 blocks, but I couldn't. So I rezoned the blocks I already had. And guess what? I'm going to replace a 20-story structure with a 100-story one. Call it Hudson Yards or something. Developing MicroStrategy's Bitcoin position will continue, but it will get more harder. You may have seen Block's announcement last week that they will begin selling Bitcoin on a daily basis. Many Bitcoin miners have been adding Bitcoin to their wallets. Many of them are currently mining more Bitcoin than they are selling. More Bitcoin miners will likely increase their purchases. It is my prediction that more and more Bitcoin exchanges will increase their purchases. Currently, there are 22 spot ETFs worldwide, and they're all competing with each other in terms of marketing. I believe you may see the existing ETFs growing in number. They will therefore exert more effort. Therefore, I believe that you will eventually come across additional Russell 1000 companies, correct? Among them who would like to emerge from their zombie funk. As if all you have to do is wait for someone to desire the funds. Therefore, I believe that once they do that, the price of Bitcoin increases and I will be compelled to pursue it. You know, I started buying Bitcoin when it was below $10,000 and now I'm buying it in the 60s. And it's all right. Where we end up is anybody's guess. I have faith that we will receive additional. It's from here that we'll build. Using organic cash, debt, particularly convertible debt and stock, we will increase our Bitcoin holdings beyond what we now have. That, in turn, will depend on financial markets and a host of other factors. However, according to Archimedes, all I need is a long enough lever and a stable platform to move the earth. Bitcoin, then, is where you should stand. Following 2 weeks of flirting with a price below $60,000, Bitcoin saw a recent rise that propelled its price over the $67,000 barrier. Michael Saylor, inventor of MicroStrategy, may have been driven to restate his optimistic position on the cryptocurrency asset due to this resilient market prognosis. With the X app, 2 illuminated Bitcoin logos were etched into each of the 2 black dice that Saylor shared. Put your money on Bitcoin, he captioned the photo. Saylor has guided MicroStrategy to amass a large Bitcoin holding for nearly 4 years, unfazed by the fluctuating price of the coin. He has also made a ton of money by implementing a Bitcoin strategy at the software and business analytics firm. Both the purchase price and the current price of Bitcoin are taken into account here. Saylor may be urging investors to pour money into BTC or follow a strategy similar to his firm's by his recent statement on X. His enthusiasm for the flagship cryptocurrency depends on whether or not MicroStrategy has seen more engagement or massive profits since implementing the Bitcoin strategy. The corporate software company's shares were pre-sold for $400 million by Saylor last month. A large portion of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin holdings show his bullish BTC outlook. The total number of Bitcoins held by the corporation was limited to 214,000 by going up after they purchased 122 Bitcoins for $7.8 million in April. The company has made no public announcement on the sale of the Bitcoin, despite its significant holding. Back up Gary Gensler's characterization of the cryptocurrency asset. On May 2nd, he made a comment about Ethereum during his speech at the MicroStrategy World 2024 conference. By criticizing the possibility of CC approval over spot Ethereum ETF offering, the founder of MicroStrategy hinted against Bitcoin supremacy. Am I correct? What we have here is a scarcity, not a commodity. If there is a shortage, it would be like if I told you about a city that is the hub of the global economy and a trading post, where every country's capital will one day be transferred, but that city only has 276 by 276 by 276 blocks. I should mention that it's about 94% full. However, if you'd like, you can always purchase an additional block. Should we make a second purchase? If I could travel back in time and buy New York or Manhattan 150, 230, or 300 years ago, at what point would it have been a poor idea? The answer is, sure, I want to keep buying. Holding has always been a smart move, in my opinion, so long as you maintain control of the land. For what reasons is Manhattan a sound plan? Reason being, it is a granite island situated between the Hudson and Long Island Sounds, and it boasts excellent natural harbors. You can enter North America through it. Putting a port there was always a good idea. Looking at it, cruising around it, staring at it, and considering that it is possible to construct that on top of that schist makes it evident. That city will continue to attract residents and businesses for generations to come. In the short 4 months since they debuted on the U.S. financial markets, spot Bitcoin ETF have grown into an integral element of the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. Nevertheless, according to Bloomberg's ETF expert Eric Balkanis, investors shouldn't jump to conclusions just because short-term flows look different. After receiving final approval from the US SEC in the middle of January, these products unleashed havoc upon introduction, increasing volatility and setting a new record high for the price of Bitcoin in the span of just 2 months. This happened while the ETF, along with Grayscale's GBTC, was receiving substantial inflows. On a few instances throughout March, though, and particularly in late April and early May, the pattern began to shift. From April 24th to May 2nd, the outflows surged to more than $1.2 billion, marking a negative 7-day stretch. As predicted, Bitcoin's value plummeted at this time, falling to a level below $57,000 for the first time in more than a month. The worst of it has gone, though, and the ETF has begun to receive massive inflows of capital in the last week or two. Perhaps the reason Bitcoin's price has soared by roughly $10 is because Eric Balkanis said that the $1.3 billion in May inflows had compensated for all the losses observed in April. These ebbs and flows are normal in ETF life, therefore Balkanis says people should leave their emotions at the door. With almost $12 billion already poured in, it appears they will become net positive in the long term, according to his belief. Add Bitcoin Saylor to your subscription list too. Get the day's top stories sent to your inbox at no cost whatsoever. For some reason you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more daily updates and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. A wealth of information may empower you along your path to financial independence. We are here to support you. Good investing until we meet again.